Buenos Diaz, and welcome back to the vlog, everybody. How you guys doing? Hey, so it's cold out here. I always talk about it's California cold, all right? I am the biggest wimp. I don't know how I got this way. I think it's old age. But this is the Arctic right here. This is the Arctic. It's not the Arctic that you think. It is a train station newly built within the last year and a half, 2 years, finally opened up, and it's a colorful little space. I've never been in it. Now, I don't know if cameras are allowed inside. I don't know anything about it. So I may just be taking pictures out here tonight. But so the title of this video has to do with some quick tips in making your videos a little bit more cinematic. And I have 2 quick tips of things that I learned along the way of my video editing journey, and I want to share those with you. But first, let's go see if we can go take some pictures of the Arctic or some things around here. I do want to get some light trails tonight, so that's what I'm out here doing. So if this spot doesn't work out, we're going to move on, but let's go give it a shot. Come on. I was stopped by security and told that I wasn't able to go out to the train tracks. I think I'm okay right here. This looks like a good view. That is Angel Stadium or Anaheim Stadium that just let out. I'm gonna see what I can get in terms of light trails from up here. So that is the task at hand right now. I have taken the few pics that I could take in here. I got some okay light trails out there. I think it was just too blown out because the city or the stadium is totally blown out because of the lights. I'm not supposed to go over by the train tracks, and the guy was cool to let me up here and do my thing. So I'm not gonna head over there. There was a good shot of the Angel sign, but anyways, I'll give it a go another day, but this was good. I'm gonna try one more spot. I'm gonna get back in the car, try one more spot, and then head home, and let's talk about those 2 cinematic tips that I got for you. Yeah. Yo, hey, I am back from the Arctic train station, and I think I got some good stuff. I'm not sure. I haven't pulled any of the images off the card, so we will see. Maybe I'll post some here and there in this video. But let's get straight to the 2 hacks that can make your life a little bit simpler and make those videos and films a little bit more cinematic. So hack number 1 is to create those cinema bars. It sounds like cinema buns, cinnamon buns. Not cinnamon buns, cinema bars, or the black bars, or the things that you see that creep down from the top and the bottom when there's some buttery good B-roll happening. Let's get into Final Cut Pro 10, and I'm gonna show you how that happens. This is very similar to what you would do in Premiere if you're using Premiere. We're essentially gonna use the crop tool, although we can use the letterbox tool as well. I will show you both. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to this a little bit. So as soon as I make that step, that's where I want to introduce the black bars and actually cue some music. So we'll add some music in here as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blade that. What you wanna do is highlight the piece of video that you want to add the cinematic bars into. Go up to the inspector and go to the crop area. Again, in Premiere, you're also going to use the crop tool to do this. You notice that there is a top and a bottom. They're both at 0 pixels here. The cinematic look is at about 2.35 to 1. That's the ratio, that's the aspect ratio that you actually have on those bars that are about the cinema standard. There are some different ones. And again, I'll show you in the letterbox version here shortly. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to actually keyframe these. You're gonna go ahead and keyframe it at 0 because you don't want it introduced yet. So that's the top, and you're gonna do the same thing for the pixels at the bottom. So leave them at 0. I like to go about 2 seconds, so we are at about 0.2 of a second. So we'll just call it 1 and 2.2 or so, or 2.4, that's fine. So I have about 2 seconds, so it's gonna take about 2 seconds for those bars to drop in. And I'm gonna go ahead now and go back to my crop tool, and top, I'm gonna set it to 88, and I'm going to go 88 on the bottom as well, and click enter. And let's see what happens here. So let's watch it from here. Yeah. If you want them to drop in a little bit slower, you just extend the time that they need to drop into. That's where you would keyframe it just a little bit later. No worries there. I'm gonna leave it at the 2 seconds. I like how that looked. That is how to add those cinematic or black borders or black bars on the top and the bottom. We'll revisit this in a second and use a letterbox format. I'll show you how that works as well. One other hack or method that makes the black bars very cinematic is the music that goes along with it. I've already have some pre-selected from Epidemic Sound. They are not a sponsor, but I do pay a subscription because I love the variety that they have, and I just know that I will never get a mark or a strike against me by using Epidemic Sound. I don't mind paying a fee for a great service. So again, they are not sponsors of mine, but I do love their product. Oh yeah, I have my music in the timeline now. Let's see what this sounds like a little bit here without doing anything. I just lined it up right where the black bars are gonna start. Right there, that little bass line. I'm gonna cut the music and I'm gonna eliminate that first part. I'm gonna bring that back over, and that's where I want it to start. After my foot hits the pavement, it's gonna start the black bars and it's gonna start the music. Let's see what that sounds like. Forgot one thing. I need to turn down the volume on the actual second piece there. Now you won't hear. After you hear the initial foot stomp, then it's just straight music, butter, and black bars. Let's do it. Oh, I'm digging that. I need to slow my running piece down, so I'm gonna put a little slow-mo on that slow-mo. About 25%. See what this looks like. Oh, notice what happened there. It actually slowed down the movement of the bar. And that makes a lot of sense because what was at 2 seconds got stretched out to probably double that. So, and I'm okay with it. Actually, I'm leaving it there. You could just do this scene first. You could have slowed it down first and then bring in the cinematic bars or the black bars afterwards, and then just keyframe it at 2 seconds. So I really like this look, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's go ahead and play it again from the top. Yeah. Digging that. The other hack that I have here is this song is way too long for my little video. Just a straight fade out. I don't know, I used to use that a lot, and I still do every now and again, don't get me wrong. But I do like this little hack where you find a piece in the music that you can cut and just add in the natural sound engineered ending that's already been produced for you. Why not use it? So here's what I do. Over here to the right, that's the natural ending to the song. So let's listen to it. Boom. That's kind of what we want, that boom. That's exactly what I want. I usually do it on longer clips. So this short clip, I could actually take this like last fifth of the song and actually just move it into my piece because it's so short, utilize it. But I want to do what I thought I was going to do, and that is just, let's see. Dun boom, dun boom. That's where I'm going to blade it. Anyways, so I'm gonna come back over here and find me a little piece that just goes dun boom. Dun, dun. Bars are dropping. Dun, 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 bum, dun, 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 bum. That's it right there. Boom. Oops. Right there. Boom. I'm gonna get rid of this whole piece. Let's see if this is seamless. It's not bad. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to find it a little bit later in the song. I want it to end right about when I'm fading out. I'm about to stop running here at the end. So I am just going to use a little piece here at the end. Let's try this piece right here. Yeah, that works. Okay, check this out. So now my video is not that long. You're only watching like 20 seconds here. You're gonna get that nice, buttery, engineered ending. Oh, I'm digging it. I'm gonna slice the video off right here, get rid of that end part, get rid of all that. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and add in is a fade to color. So just so it fades off, I'm gonna add this here on the end. Bring this music down. You can have your black bars on top and bottom throughout and just start from the get-go to the very end. But if you want to fade them in and also fade the bars out, I think that's something that we should do here. So it's really just at the end, it's the opposite of what we did before. Right here is when my fade happens. I'm gonna go about 4 seconds back, so about 19. So what I'm gonna do is add a keyframe on the crop, top and bottom, at 88 where it's at. I'm just gonna say, hey, start at 88. And when you get your way down to the end here, at 23 seconds, I want to change that 88 to 0. And I want to change that 88 to 0. So for both the top and the bottom, now they're both keyframed. You can see they're yellow. And what's going to happen is you can see that they're moving out. So let's watch this end part, the last few seconds. And it kind of goes with the music, so that's pretty nice. I promised another way to introduce the two black bars. I'm going to pull down another piece of content here. You go over here to the effects browser, type in letterbox. There it is. Apply it to your clip. You notice that it has this little area here where it says letterbox and a few things you can do with it. Well, here is the aspect ratio. Right now, there's just a tiny bit at the top and the bottom. And I told you that we used 88 pixels on the crop, but 2.35 to 1 is a pretty good look. And it'll actually match the look that we had before. And there it is, and it snaps right on. So let me pull it back to where it was. It's there. And we can go to 2.35. You can choose 2.55. You can even go up to 3 if you'd like. It's up to your choice and preference. You don't have to stay at the 2.35, but it is kind of a standard. So, but again, do what you want to do. I'm gonna hit the 2.35. You'll notice it pops it in. I'm gonna play it from the other one so you can kind of see the difference. So there is 88 pixels closing out and then fading into a straight letterbox that'll be able to be utilized straight away. So hopefully all of that is money and you'll be able to go out and do that in Final Cut Pro or Premiere. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed any piece of that or it was helpful to you. Give me a comment down below. I'd love to chat with you. Give me the ways that you include the cinematic bars and or you have any other questions. And how about that hack with the music? I think that is useful. Somebody actually sound engineered that music to have that natural ending. You might as well use it if you're not using the whole complete song. So, and again, the letterbox is another way to utilize the black bar. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd love you to be part of the BDV family. We're looking for more members. Yes, we are. And it's free. Just hit that subscribe button. All right, we're gonna do this again tomorrow. Remember, always keep it fun enough. Outro.